Hey, everybody. Thank you for checking in. I'm Mark, the stock market jobber, and want to see what happened in the markets today. Please like us and please join. We're at 799 members, so see if you could be number 800, which I'm sure you could. But anyway, please, subscribe and do all that stuff and so on. All right, so I guess the kind of, I would even say, the madness continues, because I've been doing this a long time and I don't remember ever seeing a market that was this thin, meaning that it's just being driven by a couple big things. At least that was the case up until yesterday. Let's see if anything's changed. So the S&P is the sum of its parts. There's 11 sectors, little sectors like utilities or basic materials, real estate. They're not really going to affect the broad market because they're only about 2.5% each. But the tech, financials, healthcare, different things are in the driver's seat at different times. And now it's obviously all about tech. I mean, look at this tech ETF. Let's see how overbought we are here. This RSI indicator down here is simple yet effective. Basically, if the blue line is above the red line, it indicates overbought conditions. So, all right, so right now, tech is the most overbought that it's been since September, late August of 20. And there was a pretty big sell-off back then. That was basically the first sell-off after the market rallied from COVID. Remember, the market really took off right after COVID? I mean, it crashed, but then it rallied all through the summer. So that was like about a 5 or 10% reversal. But anyway, so we're extremely overbought here. And this is just going to be within a couple companies. I mean, it's no, you don't need to be a market guru to see this. So there's nvda, very overbought as well. Apple. Oh, really overbought as well. And then Microsoft. Those are the big three. But you got some of these other guys today, SMCI. Well, not as much. Yeah, you see, the leadership is going to the big guys. Now let's look at the healthcare sector. See what's going on over there. The answer is starting to even trend a little bit lower. All right. Let's see what's going on over in the financial sector. The answer is a little bit of a move higher today, but it's still in a downtrend. Ran into some resistance at this former support level, like things tend to do. All right, so industrials had a little bit of a move off of this support level. Supports this large group of buyers, right, that all want to pay like close to the same price. And when they sense other buyers are coming in, they start to worry that they're going to miss out, because the sellers are going to go to who is ever willing to pay the highest price. So the buyers start to like outbid each other, and you get this little bit of a bidding war. This is why we rally off of support. But we're still in a downtrend over here. Consumer discretionary. All right, I mean, a pretty decent move there today, but still well below its recent highs. Communication services. Just kind of going sideways this year. So as we've seen, it's the headline number is going up, and that's good if you're in these big companies. But just be careful, because when they can turn really fast. Because those companies are so big by market cap, that the way these benchmarks or these indices are constructed, if you can have theoretically 3 stocks, if they're 30% of the S&P 500, you could have 3 stocks going up, and you could have 300 going down. So the money is going to flow into these guys right as we get to the very peaks of where the market is. But an interesting way you can see this here is if we look at the Qs. This is the market cap weighted Qs, right? Just on a tear. Now, if we look at the Qs that are equal weighted, they're still below this important resistance here. So just goes to show you. Now, just real quick before I get going here, and please, subscribe and like us and join up. So this is the Q equal weighted. This is the fall of 21, right when the big market, the big bull market finally peaked. These guys peaked in November. This told us that most of the stocks in the Qs were going down. But if you look at the market cap weighted one, in the same time period, it peaked out in the very end of December. So the Qs that were equally weighted showed us that the underlying, a lot of parts of the market were starting to kind of deteriorate. All right. So that's just something to pay attention to. Actually, I want to show you one more thing. Actually, before I get to that, just look at the stocks here that are these percentages up. Broadcom, these guys are so overbought. But if you're someone who does not trade options and you think the market is going to go lower, here's one thing you can check out. It is what is that symbol of that again? All right, SOXS. This is designed to move in the opposite direction of the semiconductor stocks, but by 3 times as much. So in other words, when there's a reversal in some of these guys, and there will be, and you're not someone who buys puts, but you want to get exposure, you can just buy this. Keep in mind, though, if you're wrong, you're going to lose money 3 times as fast. But let's hope that's not the case. All right, everyone. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all tomorrow morning at our 8 o'clock call.